So, a human being, it's a creature that has opportunity to choose. We can choose how to talk, what to think, how to react, where to study, what to be. And how our desires are made, what influence on them, and how our desires influence of what we choose, of our choice. I a little bit of a fatalist. I cannot say that I believe in God, but I hope that a good creature somewhere exists and helps us. But the fatalist, that's more close to me. So I, as an ordinary pupil, started study biology at 7th grade, as you all did. My teacher was, his name was Alexander, and he was perfect. He knew the methods of storytelling. It was very interesting. Before the online courses of storytelling were created. And I don't know, I've fallen, I loved biology and chemistry. So I decided to move on to Vinica because there was a much more powerful school, which in my city we didn't have. After the finishing the school, my father, as I was, like in biology and chemistry, my father said that, okay, you can choose, be a doctor. Doctor, it's a good profession, Everyone loved Dr. House. Yeah, everyone was fond of him, talking about teenagers, as we were at that time, several years ago. And father advised me to choose that occupation. I said, okay, why not? And I entered Vinica Medical University. And that's where fuck-ups begins. After a semester of studying, after several months of studying, completely hard, exhausting studying, where you don't have a right to make a mistake. My brain and my mind just lost that battle. They fell up, but they didn't tell me. And I started to skip the classes for months. But, those who do not study in medical universities just do not take serious that, oh, come on, skip a class for a month. But that one who do that perfectly know that if you skip a class more than 3 times, one by one, you're going dead. And I dared to do it for a month. But I still pretended that I'm going to classes for my mother. And one day, somebody rang her, and then she came to me and said, Zhenya, why do you skip classes? There is a phrase, born from shame. At that moment, I started melting. I feel like my skin, bones, tissues become just melting and burning. And I thought, in that moment, I became panic, and I said, I can't explain you, because I was unconscious, because my brain failed and didn't tell me. It's a little bit offensive, because if criminals do their crimes consciously because of bad desires, I wasn't doing it consciously. And she said, okay, I want to know why you did it. So come on, we are going to your dean of your faculty. And I said, no, I'm afraid of it. Just do it by yourself if you want. I will stay at home. And then I continued the classes and finished medical universities, but the other summer I tried to enter this university, canoe biology department. And I started studying. But in a third course, I crashed in another Alexander. He did not, and it broke my heart. But at the same time, it pulled me from the head to the legs, and I started see the world and myself clearly. I mean, you know, when you have a real, break in your life, you started analyzing why I failed, why somebody wins and I lost, and after that, I felt it into depression, and it was, you know, higher and higher and higher. And in one point, one girl helped me to get out from there. And from that moment, I started asking myself, what I'm doing here? What is all about me? What is this place is about? What I am about? What I want to take from this world, and what I want to give it back. And yesterday, I met the third Alexander in my life. He's a middle-aged man, very similar to my grandpa, and he's a filmmaker, a Ukrainian filmmaker, and he's a beautiful mentor. And I feel like it changed something in me. You know, do not choose a job, because job gives you only material effort. Choose your passion, because that one will give you an unmaterial grifted. Thank you.